What's up, guys? Top of the morning, top of the week. What the hell? Before we get into today, I just wanted to say thank you so much for 100K. What the hell? I don't think I ever said thank you. Yeah, we got the plaque and all. What? So thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm so excited for whatever is next. I don't know. What's up with everyone, though, guys? What's up with all this stuff? What's up with the concert etiquette lately, or lack thereof? Should I really say probably that I should say that. Lack thereof. So I don't know if you heard about this. I just heard about it yesterday, even though this happened like a week ago. Maggie Rogers was playing a show at the Hollywood Bowl, and apparently it was just awful. Not her, she was incredible, but the vibe and the audience was just despicable. It was so bad that even Maggie Rogers herself pointed out like several times on stage how strange the show was. This TikTok says people in the front row were eating dinner and not moving. Meanwhile, her actual fans were scattered amongst folks who were there to simply picnic. My friends and I were dancing up a storm. For how beautiful the bowl is, I felt for Maggie last night. She deserved better. Let's see what she has to say.
It would be disingenuous if I didn't express that this concert feels incredibly strange. And maybe that is why the bowl is so special, is that it feels unlike anything else.
Then Maggie went on to take this presumably expensive champagne. I mean, if these freaks down here are season ticket holders, yeah, it's probably goddamn expensive champagne. From someone eating in the front row and took a sip for her real fans. Other people who were also at the show weighed in the comments of this TikTok. The people who sat behind me talked over her music the entire set. And a lot of people are saying, oh, well, I've been to the bowl and the shows have been fun, but maybe this is just a season ticket holder problem. I wouldn't be surprised if that's definitely one of the factors. I think there are a lot of factors at play here as to why this was such a ridiculously awful experience. But we'll get to that in a second. I want to see more of what other people who were at the concert have to say. I saw some TikToks of people talking about their experience who were there. Let's take a look.
It was the worst experience ever. Like, the rudest people. So, first of all, the band always opened, who I love them. I could not hear a single word they were saying because people were talking so loud the entire time, not a single person clapping. I'm like, I don't know what this new culture is going to concerts of people just being disrespectful. Because maybe you don't want to enjoy your time, but I spent my money and you are ruining the experience for me and other people here who actually came here for the concert and not to gossip about posting on Instagram or your job. Like, I don't want to hear that when I'm trying to come, like, I came to enjoy the music. The people behind me got mad that I stood up because I sat down the first two songs. Like, she was playing Want Want and I wanted to go crazy, but everyone was sitting down and I felt awkward, but I eventually just got up because I was like, whatever. I paid for my ticket, I'm gonna enjoy my time. And the people behind me, she played Alaska and they were like, ugh, like, I guess we'll get up. It's like, why are you here? Like, who, like, go home.
What's the point of having season tickets to a concert venue if you don't want to enjoy the music? Like, I guess I get, like, oh, dinner and a show, but it's like, these are real people up there. I don't understand why you would get upset that, given, especially, you have season tickets to a concert venue, you should expect that it's normal that other people around you are enjoying the music in a respectful way. It's not like she's being, like, disruptive or anything by simply standing up at a concert. And you're gonna get mad? Why are you, literally, though, exactly, why are you there? If you want to have season tickets to a place where you can eat dinner and watch something from afar and not have to stand up or do anything, get box seats to, like, the Lakers games or something. I don't understand, like, why are we doing this at concert venues?
And then she closed with, like, the most beautiful song ever. It was such a good moment, like, tears in my eyes. And the people behind me were like, why is she bringing the mood down? Like, complaining. It's like, keep it to yourself, because now I'm not listening to the music. I'm listening to you complain. Basically, the entire night it was spent with people talking over me, sitting down.
Let's find these motherfuckers. Let's find them. Find these motherfuckers. Where are they? Let's find them. Who are they? Who are you? Oh, a bunch of old, rich, entitled fucks. That's who. Disgusting. Disgusting behavior. Let's watch someone else.
I show up with my $1,000 resale ticket.
No!
All bedazzled, cowboy hat, fringe. My friend's wearing thigh-high, cowboy boots,
$1,000
bedazzled. It is literally close quarters. It's 4 people in a booth. Obviously, I don't introduce myself because I'm trying to pay attention to the opener. Obviously, they don't introduce themselves because they're snooty Rudy Tooties. And they're just eating their steak dinner talking about what's for dessert. I'm like, Maggie Rogers for dessert. This is weird. I'm like, okay, maybe people will get more energized when she comes on. Maggie Rogers on. I'm like, oh my God, Maggie Rogers, here we go. I'm standing up. I look around, I'm sitting back down because literally not a single fucking person stood up. And on the ticket website, it said, you can't obstruct people's views. And I was like, this is weird. I can't stand up. Maggie says, if you guys are done with your dinner and you want to show some energy, please feel free to do so. And the people around me went, oh my God, I can't believe she said that. She's so rude. What a bitch. That's literally what people said. And some people walked out.
No! I normally think that when an artist points out that a vibe of a crowd is like weird when the crowd isn't jumping, even if the crowd is engaged, like the fact that the crowd isn't moving and screaming, when an artist points that out and is like, the crowd's weird tonight, usually the tone of it is a bit disrespectful of themselves, you know? It's a bit entitled themselves because it's like, just because the crowd isn't moving and jumping, whatever, doesn't necessarily mean that they're not paying attention and engaged and enjoying the show just in their own way. So I can understand that for other instances, but I do not think that is what happened at this show. I cannot have imagined Maggie Rogers handling this in a better way. The way she addressed the audience, in this clip at least, nothing but class. And the fact that the energy of the crowd was so beyond disrespectful and she still brought it back to a positive message of being grateful to even play at the Hollywood Bowl, even though people were being strange. The fact that she was still positive and grateful and spun it into a way to address it with class. Ow. There's nothing wrong with what she said. There's nothing wrong with how she addressed the situation, in my opinion. And no, I get it. No, like, I get it. I think it's annoying when an artist is like, the crowd's really weird. Can you guys, like, come on, really? Like, let's do something. Just do something. No, but, like, this is a different story. Like, this is another level of weird. I also think there's a difference between a crowd that is just standing and watching, not necessarily, like, jumping, yeah, and a crowd that, when you come out on stage, doesn't stand, like, nothing. They give you nothing. Like, no clapping, really. They're just sitting there eating their dinner, talking over you. No, like, I get it. No, I get it. And the fact that she still was able to keep her calm, stay composed, and especially bring it back to how grateful she is for this experience. No, like, she couldn't have done it any better.
Finally, halfway through the set of this agonizing torture that is the Silicon Valley, people around me, like hordes of zombies, and all they were doing was talking about crypto.
No.
Like, for real.
No.
I'm not even joking. People
No.
were. People actually left before the encore. Like, people literally left 2 songs before the encore.
Okay.
That
is normal for a concert, I will say. This is different. These people are freaks. I've left early from a concert before. Sometimes you hear your favorite song and it's like, I want to beat the rest of the crowd. Like, I do want to get out before heavy traffic. I want to beat the heavy traffic. I'm that person. Me and my mom, anytime we go to a sports game, we leave after like halftime. It's like, we don't want to get caught in the heavy traffic. I can understand that. This is different, though. With all the context, I think this is a different story. I will say, though, if you're the type of person that does leave a couple songs early, because, you know, maybe they played your favorite song and you're like, okay, we can go. I'm tired. Like, I want to beat the heavy traffic. I think that's fine. I think that's valid. I think there are so many factors at play here. I think, for one, Hollywood Bowl is an outdoor venue, a season ticket holder venue. A lot of people are just going to go for the sake of going. I think when you combine the energy of rich, entitled people, season ticket holder, like pompous asshole person, with just LA concert culture in general, which is another form of entitled. It's like, it doesn't just come from the rich freak, okay? It also comes from LA concert culture in general. I don't think it's just an LA thing either. I think LA, Nashville, New York are notorious cities for, you could either have an insane crowd if you're lucky, or it's going to be the most dead, judgmental crowd you ever play in front of. And I think there's a bunch of factors coming into play with that, because these big three are full of aspiring musicians, full of people who are aspiring to be in the music business, or maybe they're already in the music business and they're entering this concert with either a judgmental lens because, you know, they know about playing live music. The snare could have been mixed a little better. Or they're coming from a business professional perspective. They're not like a fan. They're not like a big fan. They're not coming to mosh. They're coming to observe. See what we have to offer. But I will say, not every concert in these big three cities sucks. Not every crowd sucks. I'm going to be honest with you. I went on my first tour ever this year. I opened for Half Alive. I was the first opener. The crowd is not obligated to give me anything. Although, you know, it would be nice if people came to, you know, discover this new music and give me energy, whatever. As the first opener, unfortunately, I can't expect people to do that. A lot of these people, they've never heard of me before. They're going to stand, they're going to observe, they're not going to be jumping around and singing the songs, obviously, because this is the first time they're seeing me. I will say, though, that Nashville was literally one of the best crowds in the whole tour. Like, holy crap. I could not believe how insane Nashville went. And I was told this whole time, like, Nashville's gonna be rough. It's gonna be like it might be a bad crowd. They might just stand there and just look at you. But oh my God, amazing. Even LA, guys, when I played at the Wiltern, it was not as bad as I was expecting. Like, I was scared. I was very scared to play LA. But I was so pleasantly surprised by LA too. Like, I'm so grateful for the energy that was brought in that show, especially as the first opener. It's like, and we're in LA. Like, the Half Alive and Tessa Violet fan base, you guys rock. Like, that was amazing. You really gave me a great time. Hi guys, I'm tuning in again from the editor chair. Two things I wanted to say. Number one, I also forgot to mention how insane the crowd was at the Queef Jerky show. Like, what the hell? That was insane. Queef Jerky did a show at the Goldfish in LA too. What? That was wild. Thank you for bringing such good energy. Second thing I wanted to say with all that being said, oh God, I'm sorry if that came off as me being like, well, I played some great shows in LA. Sucks, Maggie. Like, that's not what I'm trying to say. Like, that is not how I'm trying to come off at all. All I'm saying is not all the shows that are played in LA and the big three cities, like, they're not all awful. Like, there are crowds that are amazing. The Queef Jerky show crowd, amazing. I only bring it up to say, like, I was so pleasantly surprised because the reputation of these states, especially LA, is very unimpressed. You know, like, I only bring it up to further the point that this is just LA concert culture. I've seen it with my own two eyes. And I've also gone to shows where people are just like, the crowd sucks. So, yeah, that's all. I only bring it up for the sake of saying, I think that concert culture in general in these big three cities, in cities that are very saturated with musicians, whether they're aspiring musicians, music business people, or whatever, all those people, I think that's just kind of like a thing, and it's unfortunate, especially because these big three cities get so much live music. I think that the people who live here are a little bit spoiled in that sense that pretty much all their favorite artists come here. You can't say that about every city. Speaking of that, I am going on a headline tour, co-headliner with Jordana, and it would mean a lot to me if you came through. It's gonna be in the fall, late September to late October. Tickets are in the description. Please come and have fun. Anyway, let's get back to the point. I want to also bring up the fact that the Hollywood Bowl is an outdoor venue. I think just, you know, not everyone that goes to an outdoor venue is like a pompous freak, right? Outdoor venues in general, I do feel like tend to attract more of a casual crowd than an indoor venue. I used to go in high school to these 104.5 birthday shows in Camden, New Jersey. It's this like big pavilion. It's similarly set up to the Hollywood Bowl. There's like a big pit area, like a VIP area in the front under this big thing. I don't know, where like the people go who like really want to go and see the show. And then there's this big outdoor area where people go to hang out, casually listen to the music, you know, maybe drink with their friends, do a picnic, whatever. And the vibes at these, I went to like a few of these, were not really people paying too much attention to anyone that wasn't the headliner. people just casually listening, you know, a lot of people just talking, but it is such a massive, vast field that you might have enough room to be able to hear the music. It's hard though, because a lot of people are there to just hang out, which unfortunately, if you came to see a band that you really love and they're not like that headliner person, people are probably going to talk over them, and that stinks. But I think it is just something about the outdoor venue. It's sort of just a place it's like an event. It's not really a concert like in the outdoor area. It's like just an event, right? I saw Florence and the Machine at one of these though, and that show was insane. Even everyone in the field was standing. There were people still standing and talking amongst themselves, but even everyone in the like back of the field, like people were watching and they were into it, and it felt like a concert. It didn't feel like this weird thing where the person on the stage is just being completely ignored. But I do think that the outdoor venue, especially the outdoor portion of it, it encourages that sort of casual experience. That's just how it is. And it's crazy to me, like, that poor guy spent $1,000 on a resale ticket for the Hollywood Bowl just to have that experience. And because of that, I also wanted to bring up this Maggie Rogers Instagram post. Guys, how can anyone, like, not like this person? How can anyone literally not give her any energy? She's literally so cool. There's a lot of conversation right now about combating bots and making sure tickets get directly into the hands of fans and at a reasonable price. Ticketing fees have never been higher, and a lot of people, me included, are justifiably frustrated and concerned. I've been thinking about this over the last few months and wanted to provide you with another option. So this time, in an effort to eliminate bots and lower fees, we're going analog. Come buy a ticket like it's 1965. Here's how it's going to work. Tomorrow, for one day only, we're running an in-person pre-sale where you can go directly to your local box office and buy a ticket. There's a 2-ticket per person limit, and you can choose any ticket you want. All the prices and tiers will be available along with exclusive merch and a special playlist I cooked up for box office day. And, drumroll, I'll be at the box office at Music Hall of Williamsburg on Friday to sell tickets for Forest Hills. Guys, she went to the box office herself. You don't have to do that. Like, you literally don't have to do this. But she cares. And for her to go through all this effort to make sure that tickets are getting in the hands of fans and not bots, and that, you know, to try to curb all these resale price, ticket fee bullcrap, to get to the Hollywood Bowl and have a crowd that is so disrespectful is just unbelievable. She doesn't deserve that. Apparently this is also like a normal thing for the Hollywood Bowl. I've seen in other TikTok comments on this Maggie Rogers situation that people saw other shows at the Hollywood Bowl and they were really hyped. So maybe this was just a summer season ticket holder thing. But there's literally a whole Reddit thread on Hollywood Bowl etiquette, and a lot of people are just like, yeah, it sucks. My husband and I attended the 10-year Game Awards concert by the LA Philharmonic last night. The performance was wonderful, even from the S section. However, we were really confused and pissed off by how much talking went on during the performance. There was a guy next to us playing video games on his phone for half the show, a couple behind us talking loudly and laughing throughout the pieces, and another guy openly talking on his cell phone about his workday while the concert was playing. Dude, what? And this was just the people right next to us. We saw King Gizzard there on Wednesday, and the whole area around us could not stop talking. My girlfriend's videos got better audio of the conversations than the band. I went there on a date with someone who lives right around there and was surprised when she kept trying to engage in conversation at a regular speaking volume. I finally realized that she just considered Hollywood Bowl like her neighborhood bar and likely did this all the time. I suggested pretty early that we leave. How do people want to talk during a concert? Number one, it's like, aren't you there to see the music? But number two, it's like, what are you gonna say? How are you gonna talk? Dude, it's so loud. It's like you wouldn't talk in a movie theater and the people on the screen aren't there. They wouldn't know if you're talking to the show or not. They wouldn't pick up on the vibe. It's still gonna be the same movie. If you're at a concert, you're front row and you're being outwardly disrespectful, the artist is gonna see it. It's disappointing, and it's just like, why are you doing? You don't have to do that. Wait till after. Dude, what conversation is that important and gonna even be heard at that? It's not. I think there are so many factors going into play. I do think that consistently LA crowds at concerts tend to be a little dead. And I think that when a crowd is dead for the most part, even the people who are super fans who want to jump feel awkward doing it, because if everyone around you is just standing there, if you sort of break that social sort of norm that's being set into place, you feel out of place and uncomfortable, and no one enjoys that feeling. I think the Maggie Rogers thing is a combination of Hollywood Bowl specific concert culture and how it is an outdoor venue. It sort of promotes that more casual listening experience, and the whole season ticket holder thing where these season ticket holders get priority seating. So even if you did buy $1,000 resale ticket, these people with the season tickets are going to get first choice with their seats, which sucks, especially when these people aren't coming to see the music. If you have season tickets to a concert venue, I think it makes so much sense to go just to go. But it's like, why do you have these season tickets to a concert venue then? If you're not someone who enjoys live music, if you're just going to eat dinner and talk. At the end of the day, people enjoy music differently. I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with just standing and watching a show rather than jumping around and screaming all the lyrics. I think it's actually a really normal thing for you to just go to a show and watch, especially if like one of your friends is bringing you and you don't really know the artist that well. Like, that is something that happens. People bring people to concerts who don't really know the artist because they love the artist and they want to share that experience with their friends. That happens. I think it is completely valid to go to a show and stand and watch and talk in between songs even. I think that's fine. Or if you like have, you know, a one-off thing to say to your friend or something, if you're not having a full conversation, I think it's fine to talk during a show. But I think there is a difference between casually enjoying a show and being outright rude and disrespectful and entitled. What happened at the Hollywood Bowl show with these fans sharing their experience is so disappointing. And I hope that this isn't a thing that continues. But unfortunately, I don't know if it's a new thing, especially for the Hollywood Bowl. You have season tickets to a concert venue. You do this all the time. You should know how to behave. At the end of the day, in conclusion, I think we should all just give a goddammit round of applause to Maggie Rogers. Oh my God. The fact that she kept her composure, was honest and frank about how the vibe of the concert was strange and disrespectful, while still finding a way to turn it into a grateful and positive message, I think is so admirable, and I have gained so much respect for her. I literally don't know if I would have had the drive to go check out her music as much as I want to so badly right now after learning about this thing that happened. If you have any specific recommendations, if you're a Maggie Rogers fan, let me know what songs you would recommend, what album you think I should start with. I've heard people talk about Want Want a lot in these videos. I'm definitely gonna check that song out, so let me know. And guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a like, subscribe to this channel. I upload 3 times a week. It's fun. We just have fun and we talk some crap in here. And I also make music under the name Dev Lemons. I also have a band called Queef Jerky with Nick and sometimes Ethan. We just put out an album. For Dev Lemons, I put out an EP recently, and I love them all so much. I love all this music. If you want to see me live, I'm going on tour. If you like my music, you can see it live. I'm going on tour in September and October. Here are the dates. Link in the description for getting tickets and stuff. Get them before they're gone. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great day and a really nice night and a really awesome life. And I'll see you again in a couple days. Bye.